Now, there are two ways we can say that there's nothing of something. You know, this, we can use this not any is one way, but we can also say no plus noun. For example, no two electrons can have the same quantum number. Yeah, this is the exclusion principle, I think. But it's where each electron must go into a different quantum state. Yeah, it will never be in the same quantum state as another electron. Okay, so you can do it like that. You know, or you can say there aren't any two electrons. You could do it like that. There aren't any two electrons that have the same quantum number. Yeah, and here's a different example. There is no empirical evidence that supports these claims, or there isn't any empirical evidence. So I'm trying to show you there are two ways of saying the same thing, exactly the same thing. You can always do this. Here's another example. A scientist should have no prejudices. And this word prejudices, it means pre-formed opinions. And so a scientist shouldn't be doing the experiment expecting the experiment to give him a certain result. Because if he does, he will look for that result and actively encourage that result. It means that the scientist is biased in some way. Yeah, a prejudice is a bias. And of course, a scientist must try and be objective and neutral. He shouldn't have any bias. And that means bias is prejudice. It's when you prefer one result to another result. And so, of course, we shouldn't have, well, a scientist should have no prejudices. A scientist shouldn't have any prejudices. So you can see there's two ways of saying the same thing, and there always are when you want to say there's nothing of something. Okay, but back to these words here, because these are also good words. But please do remember that word prejudice is prejudge.